Hi everyone. I'm just getting myself ready for the radio show. Hello. You're coming in, say hello, tell me where you are from, tell me what you're doing. I'm just getting myself ready for the radio show. 1, 2, oh, there we go. Just getting myself ready to bring up the Unity Church radio show, which, hold on, I thought I turned off the heater. There we go. How are you all doing? It's good to see you. I'm going live on radio in a second. We're going to be doing development calls, so we're going to be talking about development. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Dee. I do love the fact that I've got little circles in my eyes. Let's see if I can position them up. Anyway, how are you all doing? It's good to see you all. I'm going live on Unity Radio. So if you do want to join me, you can, and I have all of it written here. So it's unityonlineradio.org /divine-wisdom. So you can go there and obviously find out, and you actually call in. I think we're going to do readings, do development questions, all of that. So I'm just waiting for them to call me. I know that we've got a couple of people waiting on hold, which is good. I'm just waiting for them to give me a ring. I think they're just finishing off. How are you all doing? Did you have a good weekend? Now, I am trying to, I know Jeff actually sent me Jeff sent me from the radio show, sent me a link to make sure, to see if I can actually incorporate you guys into the radio show. But the problem is, I've been so crazy busy, I actually haven't had a chance to look at it. So I will, and when I do, I will hopefully bring you in. But you will not be able to hear the callers, you'll only be able to hear me. I will do all that I can to make sure that you know what someone's talking about. And then what I'll then do is, I'll reiterate that whole thing, that whole question. But I'm going to be talking about your development, your own development, what's going on, how I can help you. It's all good stuff, honestly. So, yes, now I know that you're going to have questions coming in down here. So the one thing that I can't do is, while I've got my headphones in, look, the headphones are going in, I won't be reading these comments. But I will try and come back, and as always on Fridays, I will answer questions from you guys. So if you do want to call in, please do. I'm just waiting for these guys to actually call me now, because I am ready and waiting. Here we go. And yeah, and you can ask me pretty much everything. I don't care. So I'm so open to this sort of stuff. I love it. Absolutely love it. I know that we've got a couple of people on hold. If you do want to call in, you can. The number is 816. This is a US number. So it's 816-251-3555. So that's 816-251-8555. I know that people are coming in onto the radio show now, and hello everybody, hello. Oh, they're calling me. Hold on 1 second. Hello. Oh. Hi, is that you, Jeff? Can you hear me? Awesome. Okay, so we're going live very shortly. I'm live on Facebook Live, by the way. I did, I got your message, and I was just telling them that you sent me something through because you're an angel, but I haven't looked at it yet. I might need to I might actually have to ask your help on that. So yes. Okay, perfect, thank you. It's gonna help me. Okay. So if you are watching live on Facebook, you can call in, or you can listen to it online as well. So that's okay. It's at unityonlineradio.org/divine-wisdom. Okay. I think I put it in the link above, down below, wherever it is. I have no idea where it is, but it's there. There you go. Okay. Or just see, the wonderful man in my ear just said, go to unityonlineradio.org and click listen live, and there you are. Boom! Happiness. Hello everybody, it's nice to see you. From Australia, we have England, we have Norway, we've got everywhere. America. Thanks everyone for coming. Belgium. Hello. Okay, we've got a minute and a half. So we're going to talk about development, your own development, how to start. So really how to start, how to get yourself going, what to look for as well, what to look for when it comes for, with your beginning of your development. Really how meditation works as well, because we're actually going to be looking at meditation. Leslie, I'll see you in a few hours. So we're looking at meditation. What we will also be doing is looking at breath work as well. So I'm going to be looking at various different things. And of course, I'll be reading something from my book. Oh, that's an interesting one. I just opened the page. Hi, Jonathan. Good to see you. So I just opened the page, and as always, that's what we need to hear today. So, oh, that's interesting. Gotta love it, don't you? You just gotta love this stuff. Love how it works. Right, I'm just making sure that I don't have anything that wants to make any noises or nothing. All of these things that you have to think about before you go on the radio. All right. We're going live. Hello everybody and welcome. My name's Lisa Williams and you are listening to Divine Wisdom. We are on Unity Radio. So if you are listening, you can come to unityonlineradio.org and just hit the listen now. Or of course, if you want to just listen back, my radio show is Divine Wisdom. And I want to say a big hello to everybody on Facebook Live, because they are live. Hello, everyone. And I want to say hello to everybody who has called in. If you are looking to chat with me about any form of development questions, any form of question that you have about even your life, maybe a loved one, whatever it might be, who knows? You can call in on 816-251-3555. That's 816-251-3555. And as always, I'll take your call, and the guys in the control room will be frantically speaking to you, take your name, all in bits and pieces, and they're very nice in there. They're lovely, actually. So I will be answering calls as we go along. But today's topic, and as many of you know, that this is my brand new radio show that is on a Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, because I am Eastern Time. So 4 p.m. Eastern Time, that means that I can try to get as many people around the world as possible that you can all listen in. And we will be doing a wealth of different topics. So I have chosen, I think, 9-10 different topics, ranging from mediumship through to spirit guides, through to meditation, through to your own development questions. And in those things, I want you to ask me questions. I want to be here to help and facilitate your learning. I want to help you connect. I want to give you some form of understanding of the world that sometimes can be a little bit strange. I remember growing up with this gift and never seeing it as a gift, never thinking it could be a gift, but actually thinking, oh my gosh, this is actually a bit weird. But reality is that my grandmother, my mum's mum, and somewhat of my dad's mum had been doing this work for many, many years. My grandmother on my mum, on my father's side actually read the tea leaves, and my grandmother on my mother's side did mediumship and read the cards, tarot cards. And so that's, I think, how I got into it. I really fell into it. I didn't have any formal training. A lot of people say to me, where did you learn? How did you get this information? How did you, come to where you are now? Well, in reality is I fumbled my way in the dark. I really did. I fumbled my way. I had no idea. And it was in that time of me sort of fumbling that I stumbled across various different things. I trained as a high school teacher. Trust me, I did. And I'm telling you, my hat goes off to anybody in teaching because I could not continue. It wasn't my world. It wasn't something I loved, but I found that I loved teaching adults, and I found that I loved teaching spiritual stuff. And when I say spiritual stuff, I mean everything from meditation through to, communicating with your loved ones. And I find that that is something that I absolutely love. So obviously, I want to help you guys. I wrote a book on all the information that I get from Spirit, which is called Divine Wisdom, which is the reason why I called my radio show Divine Wisdom. And in every show, I'm going to read something that comes out. And I chose this. I randomly picked. I opened the book, and that's exactly how you should use it. Is you open the book and you come to a paragraph or a page of writing that was actually given to me via Spirit. So I sit and I automatic write, and which is exactly what we'll be discussing in a couple of weeks. But we will be talking about, obviously, various different things. But we are going to be discussing your own development topics, your own development ways of how to development this week, which I think is absolutely vital. But let's read, and it's funny because I came out with this just a moment ago, thinking about your topic, and here is, I guess, the message from Spirit that we have. Okay, I'm going to read it to you. And it's actually called Surrender. How funny is that? Surrender and allow your mind to be clear, to work through all that you need to work through. We have presented you with people in your world who you will need to have and will be with. But you need to own yourself before you can reach the hearts that you need. You are owning that space slowly. And if you ask yourself clearly about what you need, you will always surrender to those that give to you and help you in many ways. Believe that you can do this, and transformation is only a step away. You need to open your heart to the love that you will find. The space that is held so tightly will release and surrender when you return home. Opening your heart is truly a gift to you and others. There is no need for fear, as truth should never be hidden. It's time to step out and surrender to all that will be and all that is. And you know what's interesting when it comes to surrender? This is probably one of the biggest words that you will actually hear any form of medium, any form of psychic talk about, especially in teaching. And when it comes to your development, surrendering is probably the biggest thing that you will actually not like. You won't like it because that surrender is, how am I going to surrender? And so let me help you with this. Surrendering is easier than you realize. Surrendering into what you know. So let's understand this. We have a left brain and we have a right brain. Our left brain is primarily for all of our to-do lists, all of our analytical side, all of the logic, all the analyzing. And trust me, we continue to analyze everything. No matter what is going on out there in the world, you are analyzing the situation that you are in. Women, I'm afraid to say, we are the world's worst at doing it. We question everything. But guys, that doesn't mean that you're not the same. We analyze almost everything that comes our way. Yet it's our right brain that plays. We have a lot of play. We want to play. We want to surrender into this space. We want to communicate with spirit. We want to give information. We see things, we hear things, we feel things, we know things. And it's in that moment that our right brain is having some fun that our left brain goes, yeah, but you could be wrong. And so we don't say it. And our right brain's like, yeah, but we know we're right. And our left brain goes, yeah, but you could be wrong. And the right brain is then still playing, but eventually the left brain takes over. It naturally does. And so that actually doesn't help your surrender. So what you need to have your left brain do is understand the process that your right brain's going through. So when your right brain is off in its little play world and enjoying world in spirit and enjoying the communication and enjoying the fact that you are being creative and you're getting that information, your right brain is having fun. But your left brain needs to understand the process. And when it can understand the process, you are more likely to surrender and get your left brain out of the way. Because your left brain is about being safe. And right now, when you're in that space of your right brain playing, you don't feel safe because you have been told in so many ways, in so many minds, in various different situations in your life, you have been told you're wrong. You've been told that you're wrong and that you can't do it. So this is where it comes back to trust. Now, trust is hard. Sometimes when you're hearing that voice, you're knowing, you're feeling, you're working on your intuition. That voice in your head is the only thing that you can trust. Not the person on the street that you're asking their opinion, not the psychic down the road that you want to go and pay X amount of money to because they're known. You have to trust you. No one else is going to do it for you. You have to trust you. And this is where your development starts. Your development is understanding that you can surrender. Your left brain has to understand what your right brain's doing. And letting go. Not caring whether you're right or wrong, just playing with it. So a lot of people ask me, how did I start doing readings? Well, to be honest with you, I played with it. In fact, I saw her just come on Facebook Live, Dee. I did change her name in my book, but she came on, and she's a hairdresser. And, you know, it was funny because she asked me a question once and I just came out with it. And I went, I don't know what I'm talking about. And she came out with it. And she asked me this question. And I said, I don't know what I'm talking about, but here it is. And I happened to be correct in everything that I said. And then she said to me, she said, I have a client who wants a reading from you, and you're going out and you're charging £20 next Saturday. And I went, but I don't do readings. And she said, yes, you do. You're going out next Saturday. And literally, I swear she was going to drive me there. But I drove. I've, again, fumbled my way in the dark. And through that reading to the next reading to the next reading, I continued. But it was actually having one person that had faith in you and had absolute trust in you that you could do this. And ultimately, it's through that trust and through that belief from someone else that I finally believed in myself. Now, of course, there's going to be times that you get things wrong. There's going to be times that you interpret things wrong. There's going to be times that sometimes you have a mental block and you're trying to see something, but you're feeling it and you don't exactly know how to word it. I get it. But it's through practice. Practice is what is going to make it perfect. Nothing in this world is perfect. Trust me, ask my son, he's an artist. He's like, this isn't perfect. In my eyes, it's amazing. In someone else's eyes, it's amazing. But to me, I'm like, I don't know, maybe it wasn't a great reading. Belief. That is the key, and it's having belief. So how do you start? Well, you start trusting. You start trusting in your own ability. You start believing in your own self. You actually start playing. You know, a lot of people say to me, Lisa, and I sit in that corner over there, and I'm looking at my far corner where I have 2 chairs, and I sit in my corner and I have a headset on because I don't do many face-to-face readings. And people say to me, you know, oh, yeah, what do you do when you're doing a reading? Sometimes I have to do something brain numbing, and so therefore get different colored pens and I color. Or sometimes I'll color on my iPad. Sometimes I'll do a jigsaw puzzle. It's crazy. Sometimes I won't. Who knows? But reality is that what I'm doing is I'm activating my right side of my brain. So therefore, I can be the best reader I can possibly be for you, because I'm activating my right side. So if that means you have to have a pen and paper in your hand and you have to doodle and you have to write and you have to do whatever it is, that is what you have to do. Now, people ask me, am I supposed to meditate? Well, this is a tough question, because honestly, meditation truly helps. And behind me, I have a yoga mat and I have all my yoga stuff. And sometimes if I'm not feeling, you know, in the right frame of mind to do a reading, I'll get on my yoga mat and I'll just go through some motions, go through some moves or a sequence. And then suddenly it's like it's totally changed my mindset. It's about changing my brain balance. It's about switching my mind and not worrying about whatever I've left at home, the fact that maybe my dog has had some issues, my kids are driving me insane, because trust me, they do. But it can be about anything. So I just have to change my mindset. So it's about really creating a space that you are comfortable for in your home, in your workplace, in your car, anywhere that you can escape to have some peace and quiet. And then sit with a pen and paper. A pen and paper, best friend. Pen and paper is going to make sure that you are connected. And in that space of connection, you can get inspiration, which is what I wrote in the book. You're going to get inspiration. So just remember that. Now today, I'm Lisa Williams, if you've just joined me. This is my radio show on unityonlineradio.org. And we are talking spiritual development, okay? That's our topic today, spiritual development, your development. Naturally, I will be doing some readings. There is a lot of people on those phone lines, so I will get to you in a moment. But if you do want to call in, keep trying. It is 816-251-3555. That's 816-251-3555. And I'll answer your development questions, any psychic questions, maybe mediumship questions, who knows? But I'm going to help you, okay? Because what I believe, and this is my belief, I'm not saying it's everyone's belief, and we have to realize that we're all free to think in our own way. But my belief is if we all become a little bit more spiritual, a little bit more aware, being aware of, you know, open to be guided by spirit, there may not be so much hurt in the world. And as I come into that moment, I do want to just give my thoughts and prayers to those in New Zealand, obviously, which was really a devastating situation last week. But not only that, it is around collectively throughout the world. And maybe on the radio show, maybe we'll talk about world peace, because maybe I can bring a guest on. I know just the person for that. But maybe that's something that we can do, world peace, because there is not enough in the world as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, so I think let's take a caller, all right, because why not? Because that's what I'm feeling. Why not? And I am going to, how do I do this? Let's make this happen. Oh, I don't exactly know what I'm doing, but there we go. Because I want to get Janet on the phone. Here we go. Don't know why, but Janet was there. Hi, Janet. How are you? Absolutely. What's your question, my dear? Absolutely. All right. So is there a particular thing that's going on that you need some answers on, or shall we just see where we go with it? Okay, perfect. All right. So let me just say I have a woman that's actually coming in. So Janet, I had to move some people around on my little board there because your name was screaming at me. And what I was feeling is I have a woman that wants to come through. I'm not sure if she's your mum, but she's of a mother generation that she's coming through here. She's very protective of you. She's giving me this feeling of I want to say just protection and love, almost like that maternal instinct. And as I bring her in, she just keeps, you know what she just said? She said, you've got to breathe. So I feel like there's a lot of stuff that's going on that you're either hyperventilating or you're getting yourself stressed over. And it's about breathing. Because what I'm being shown is a big muddle of things. It looks like a big ball of wool, you know, with various different ends coming out of it. And I feel like you don't know which end to pull to kind of start unraveling things. Does this all make sense for you? Okay, all right, great. Obviously not great, all right, but let's see what we can do. Because what I'm seeing here is, and what I'm being told is that you're actually thinking about too many people at once. You're not considering yourself. You're not taking into consideration your position, your thoughts, and it's as though, thank you, and as I say thank you, it's because they're giving me things. They're actually making me aware that you're not doing it for you. So are you trying to people please right now? Okay. Okay. So you're constantly managing the energy. Okay. So here's what I'm being shown is I'm actually being shown that you're going to be setting up boundaries. Thank you. And I've just been told that they have to be set up in the next couple of months, because if you don't set up the boundaries before then or by then, you're going to be in probably a little, I won't say it, I don't want to say a mess, but you're going to get in yourself all wrapped up in maybe a little bit worse than what you are now, because right now this is about your time of, okay, fine, thank you. It's about clarity, because I'm seeing by the time, okay, fine, I'm being shown by the time of April coming, and you know, I don't want to sort of go, I'm seeing it, I just don't, you know, obviously we're live on radio, there's millions of people listening, but what I'm going to say here is by April, you've got to set your boundaries. You must have your boundaries set, because otherwise you're not going to be in the right space. There's also a book that needs to be written, or writing that needs to be taken down, notes that need to be taken. And what I'm also seeing here is it's time to move on. Now, whether that is moving out or moving on with something else, it's time to move and walk through it. Does that make sense? Okay. I have to be as blunt as that. It's time. It's almost as though you're the only person that's holding you back. And in that time, thank you, I just keep seeing hearing this woman that says to me, it's going to be okay, I've got you back. It's going to be okay, I've got you back. So just know that they have your back. They are going to be with you. They are looking after you. And in that moment, you're going to be safe. But you also have to trust yourself. I'm sorry. All right? It's all going to be okay, but you have to trust. I feel like it's moving on to a different job. Yeah, I don't feel as though it's just writing. I feel as though it's moving on to something new that is going to give you, thank you, I'm just being told the word substance, because right now it just doesn't feel right. That's exactly it. So good luck with it all, but I do feel as though you've got to get this together by April, because if you don't, and I know that doesn't give you a lot of time, but if you don't, I feel as though you're going to get yourself into a little bit more stress than what you actually need. So, but it's all going to be okay. Good. You're welcome. All right. Well, good luck. Seriously, good luck with it all, okay? And I'll be thinking of you, Janet. You're welcome. Absolutely. Take care. All right. Bye. You know, it's lovely when you can actually get that connection. And let me explain how that actually worked, because all I had was I had to trust, and I had to go back into that trust. And obviously today we are talking about how you trust your own development, how you actually get that development starting. And so as I'm sitting there, I know that I'm about to build up for a caller. So naturally my mind switches. Naturally I'm starting to think. I pick up a pen and paper. So I've got my pen, oops, as I almost throw it around. So I've got my pen, and then what I'm doing is I'm looking and I see a list of callers, and then I hear the name, and I hear the name, and I have to trust it, because I'm feeling, and I go with my feelings. So there's so many different things going on at once. I'm feeling that I've got somebody that's coming in. I know that I need to be taking a caller, and I hear the word Janet. So all of this stuff is happening at once. Then while I'm talking to her, I'm seeing a vision of her stepping through. You know, listen, we're potentially on air to millions. So, you know, I have to be careful about what I broadcast out to people. And so, you know, I bring that, you know, and you have to choose your words very carefully. And so as I'm bringing this in, I'm confident in knowing that I have Mum. I'm confident because I know the feeling that I'm getting. And so I know what it's like when I feel it. And so it just feels, and when I bring in the feeling of a spirit, it's that feeling, it's that it just gives me that warm, fuzzy feeling. And I felt she was a generation above me. So that brings me into that feeling of just one generation higher. If it was grandmother, it would be 2 generations higher. If it was someone who was on her level, it would feel on the same level, like a friendship. If it was someone younger, I would feel like that person would be a little bit lower than me. If it was a grandchild, I would feel it would be much lower. So I have to work with my feelings to get the information through to understand it. And sometimes I am fumbling in the dark, but I never once asked her if her mum had passed over. I just gave the information that I had. And so that leads me back into that element of trust, that element of feeling confident in what I was picking up. And so this is the difference. It's about having the confidence in knowing that what you're getting is correct. It's just how you bring it out and how you word it, which is actually one of the reasons why I've started teaching mastering the message, which I'll talk about after this break. Fabulous. How long have I got? I have, okay, perfect. All right, everyone on Facebook Live, I have 3.5 minutes. I need to go and grab some water, so I will be back. Okay. Hello everyone on Facebook Live. Hi Susan, how are you? It's good to see you all. Hello, 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 hello. Now, for those of you who've just joined me, if you do want a reading, I am going in. I am in the US. You can call on 816-251-3555, but I will let you know. The phone lines are packed. So just keep trying, okay? It's very simple. They're on there answering the questions. I'm going to be talking about mastering the message, which I'm teaching this weekend, and also in the summer as well. I'm going to be doing my forensics course. I've got a development circle starting. There's lots of stuff. I'm going to be in Omega. I'm going to be at the Arthur Conan Doyle Center, which is in my head. Oh my God, Edinburgh. No, oh my God, I go crazy sometimes. Okay, the number for someone just asked is 816-251-3555. So I'm going to be teaching forensics, trance. I've got Sedona, so I'm going to be at CYL, Celebrate Your Life as well. So there's a lot of stuff going on. Siri. Oh, I miss pinching my bum. There you go. So I've got a load of stuff here. So yeah, I just really want to, okay, if you want to go onto my Mastering the Message, just go to lisawilliams.com. You'll find everything out, or LWISSD, or of course, you know, go to my Facebook. Okay, Kathy, it's 816-251-3555. Anyway, I'm hoping to get some more callers in, help them with their development questions, and you know, I just want to break it all down so you guys can understand exactly how I get the information, and then you'll understand it. All right, and it's just really trusting your own instincts. It really is. Hope you guys don't mind me wearing my glasses, because otherwise I can't see you. That's what happens. You heard a voice, Cat. Okay. If someone dies of an illness, does it go into the afterlife with them? No, it really doesn't. That was it. Just lets it go. Just lets it go. All right. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. I'm just reading. Oh. Hello everyone, and we are back. Yes, my name is Lisa Williams, and you are listening to unityonlineradio.org, and my radio show is Divine Wisdom, named after my latest book, which is All Messages from Beyond, which I often call is Divine Wisdom. You never know where you're going to get it from. And thank you for everybody who is watching currently live on Facebook Live. You can catch me on Mondays at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm sure there's repeats as well that you can listen to at any time you wish. So there are lots of ways. And I know some people have been asking, how can we get readings with you? How can we be taught by you? How can we get all that information? Simple. It's simple. You can just go to lisawilliams.com. There you go. There I am. Or lwissd.com, which is my spiritual development school. Or, of course, all the usual Facebook, social media outlets there are. And I do try to be as active as I can with everybody. And I do read a lot of the comments. In fact, if I don't read them, trust me, my fiance does. He sits there and he reads them. It's quite funny. So say hello to Chris if ever you make a comment. It's quite funny. But there's lots of other ways. I'm actually teaching very much this weekend in Lilydale. I'm doing Mastering the Message, and I'm doing that later on in the year as well in the summer. I'm teaching forensics in April. In May, I'm at Omega as well, Omega Institute in Rhinebeck, New York. And I'm in Chicago at the Infinity Foundation. June, I am in the UK. I am going to the Arthur Conan Doyle Center in Edinburgh. And then I will be in Lilydale again doing Mastering the Message, and I've got a message gallery as well. And then July, we are teaching this first of the summit. So the summit is a big class that I have. 15 teachers around the world. We all teach the same class, and we have students from all over the world that all come together, and we all learn at the same time. And that is advanced mediumship. And then I go back to teaching forensics. I've got mentoring weekend. I've got trance mediumship. I've got demonstration of trance. I'm going to Celebrate Your Life in Sedona in October. There's a lot going on. Trust me. Trust me. I'm also in Albany as well in August. Somewhere in the middle of all of that, I'm getting married. Okay, so I come September, which is the reason why I'm not doing much in August and September, and I start again in October, is I am getting married. So I have to just kind of take a little bit of time for myself. We're not going on honeymoon, so I can just get straight back to it, so it's fine. We're actually moving at the same time as well. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. Moving is not really quite the word. We're actually just, we've got 2 houses that we're in between, and so we're just coming back into one place. So anyway. All right, so let me come back to it. I was talking about mastering the message. Now, mastering the message really, truly is about getting the information and knowing how to deliver it. So sometimes when we're in a space, and I am going to come to more callers again, but when we're in a space of development, we kind of just blurt things out. We don't know how to deliver the information. Really, mastering that message is about understanding what we're getting in our brain or what we're feeling or what we're knowing, and then delivering it out. And really, I want to say not kind of caring about what's coming out or the process of it, not thinking, oh my God, where is that coming from? But just delivering it, okay? So there is a lot that goes on. So we're just going to take another call, all right? We're just going to take another call, and we're going to play with it. All right. So I'm going to go with Olivia. So Olivia, hi, how are you? Hi, I'm good. Where are you calling from? Nice. All right. What's your question for me? Congratulations. Okay. Okay. All right. So, Olivia. All right. Let's look. And you're having a baby girl, is that right? Okay. Well, first of all, congratulations. As someone who has been in your situation, it is nerve-wracking. You're like, oh my God. So I totally understand. Let me connect in. And it's actually always nice to try to connect into the soul of the child, if that's okay with you. Oh my gosh, how beautiful. So what I'm feeling now, as I'm connecting into the soul of the baby, what I'm actually feeling is such a beautiful divine light. It's almost like it's such a white energy, a light energy of just pure beauty. So this child's going to come in with, naturally they're going to come in totally innocent, but this is a gift to you. And I feel as though this child, I don't know why I'm being given the name or the word Savannah. I have no idea why, but I'm going to leave it with you. But I feel like this child is coming in to actually teach you, to help you, and to guide you. I'm going to tell you, your child is probably going to be the biggest life lesson that you'll ever have. And naturally, a lot of parents who are thinking and listening to this, they're going to get it. But I'm almost feeling as though you are going to find the strength for your baby to actually move through. And I'm seeing the closure that you are going to need. Now, the baby's father, is he no longer on the scene? Because it just feels to me as though there's a detachment. Okay, so let me explain this. I feel like with this detachment, I actually feel, listen, I'm going to tell you something. I just heard that it's a blessing. Now, in your mind, it probably isn't right now. And I get it. But I keep feeling as though it's going to be a blessing, because I am actually seeing you and your child coming together very, very strong. You're actually opening yourself up. Now, I've got this from a higher level. Now, if I'm, this is actually coming from a an older lady. I want to say that she is possibly a grandmother or a great-grandmother. I want to put her on your mother's side. And I feel like she is a force to be reckoned with. She's a strong character. She's a very, very strong, strong woman. I feel as though she had many children, or she would have known many children or looked after many children in her life. Now, she's actually coming around you and she's saying that it's going to be a blessing that he may not be with you, because what this child is going to show you is true love, unconditional love, and you will not be alone. You will not be alone bringing your child up. I know you're 18. But bear with me with what I'm about to say. When you're 22, show the age of 22, you are going to either have already met somebody at that point, or you are going to meet someone that you are going to spend, I won't say the rest of your life with, because I always say that there's always choices that we can make, but you are going to spend a great deal of time with and will be committed to you and your daughter. And you will not only have one child. I keep seeing another child coming as well. So while it's scary right now, you're pregnant, you've got 3 weeks. Oh my gosh, I've got to get this thing out of me. How is that going to all happen? I get it. You're going to come. Oh yeah. Honey, you are going to be amazing. You're going to be an amazing mom. This child is going to turn your life around, and you are just going to rock this. You are going to be such an incredible, incredible mom. And that's something that you can't take away from you. Okay? You're welcome. Oh, she was? Oh, I love that. I love it when babies move. Well, listen. Seriously, I want to hear all about it, whether you contact me through Facebook or you call back in, but I want to hear about it next time, okay? So please don't be a stranger, and good luck with it all. Please do. All right, honey. Well, you take care and good luck. I'll be thinking of you. Oh my God, isn't that lovely? And when she was saying that and how the baby was kicking all the time. Oh, I love it. Love it. Okay, so we're going to go for another question here. I'm going to go to Michelle. So Michelle, hi, how are you? Absolutely. What's your question? Okay, so you need some career guidance. All right, let's check in with you. Okay, so here we go. I wanted to try and grab my cards for you. Here we go. All right, so let's look at this. Now I'm using, they are my Divine Wisdom cards. They're not actually tarot cards, or they're not angel cards, but they are cards, and I always like to use them. So let me tap in. Actually, what's interesting with you, Michelle, is I keep feeling as though you have such a, this is coming again from an older lady, in spirit. She's coming through and she's telling me here that you're very good at connecting with people's souls. You're very good at connecting with people's energy. The healing side of it you do through almost like a therapy session. So I feel as though you must be somebody who a lot of people come to for advice. Is that right? Okay, so here's what I'm being shown is that you have to remain present in obviously what you're doing, but I'm almost feeling as though, oh, interesting. You may even consider writing a book, okay? Now, do I feel as though that book is going to be a big bestseller? I'm not going to say no, it isn't, because anything is possible. But what I am being shown is I'm being shown it being almost a workbook for people or individuals to actually help them through their own difficult times. I'm also seeing you collating with another person, possibly a friend of yours. And what I'm also being shown is You're working together to bring forward. It's like you're collaborating. Okay, thank you. You're collaborating with not just one person, but with several people. And as I'm seeing you collaborate, what I'm actually seeing you doing is you finding your own gift. Do I see you doing readings? Readings may not be the right thing, but do I see you doing soul coaching? I know Denise Lynn does soul well, I think she used to, but kind of guidance from the soul. Yes, I see that. So I feel almost life coaching, soul coaching, therapy in that way. Is that something that you've ever thought about doing? Okay. Yeah. So obviously you went to school to do the life coaching, which is what I was talking about, and went back to a normal career. And the sickness sometimes is our body saying, or our soul saying, you are on the wrong path, we're on the wrong path. And as soon as we honor the path that we should be on. Now, here's the other thing. And I've had to learn this over the years, is that when we take the money out of it, if we stop doing something for money, you'll find that money will come to you. So I almost want to say to you, stop doing it for money and stop thinking financial. I know, listen, I know I was a single mum for a long time, and to get that mindset, geez, it's hard. But you almost have to let go of the money, let go of the power that the money has over you, because right now the money has the power and it's stopping you following your true pathway. When you're fully on that pathway and you're fully in that guidance, you are going to get what you need. It's because you're overthinking it and you're not allowing it to be free. Don't ask me where all that came from, because I'm telling you that that was just given to me. But that's what I'm seeing. So I feel like right now you are focusing solely on the money, and you're not actually focusing on what's true to your heart. The money's going to come. Absolutely. Okay. Yep. Yeah, I go on. To be honest with you, I actually see you working with groups of people. I see you working with groups and people, and I actually feel as though you can get involved with groups of people, and you have that as your traditional job. I don't know what your traditional job was, but I feel as though your traditional job, or the job that is going to bring in money, is going to be working with groups of people, supporting groups of people. I'm not sure why I'm being shown this, but it might be in a rehabilitation kind of circumstance situation. And then what I'm actually seeing here is then suddenly you're growing from that. So it just feels to me as though you're kind of encompassing the one job into the next, and then you're growing from that traditional job, for what you call it, okay? But it is all going to come about. I keep being shown June. I feel as though you are going to go back to school. I do feel, but I feel as though it's as a part of, as an add-on for the job that you're going into. So that's what it's going to do. All right. Good luck with it all, Michelle. You're welcome. You know, when you get that information, here's how it was being shown, is I kept seeing, and I was being shown that information by you know, like a window, a sight, or I was being shown, I was hearing it, or I was feeling it, and I kept feeling as though how I was. And what I have to do is I have to get myself into almost the client, how they feel, how what is going on for them. And if I can establish that, then I feel I'm really connecting to them as well. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so I'm going to read another paragraph before we leave, but I am going to take another call actually. Let's see where we go with this. All right, maybe I can see if I can get a couple in. So we're gonna, if I do call your name, all right, we're gonna have to be quick. So I'm gonna go with Laurie. Hi, Laurie, how are you? I'm good. Where are you calling from? All righty, what's your question? Okay. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so as we know that spirit, it often show us signs from various different ways. They try to give us feathers. They try to give us, music or pennies and bits and pieces. So when it comes to obviously signs, they're really important. Now, here's what I'm picking up is normally I often get a feather with being a female, but this is not a female. This is a male here. He feels very fatherly, but is your father still with us? Because I didn't feel as though it was definite. I didn't feel like it was your dad. I felt, as I looked into where dad normally fits in the spirit world, I was like, there's a hole there, and I like the fact there's a hole. I like him here. It feels like he's an older gentleman, so I'm not sure if you were closer to a grandfather or if there's a grandfather in spirit that you were close to that would be very connected with you. So do you have a grandfather in spirit that you were connected with? Okay, because I kept feeling as though there was a grandfather. Okay, let's see where we go. I'm going to tell you, I feel like it's your grandfather on your father's side. I don't know why, but I feel like I'm connected on your father's side. Did you have quite a good relationship with him? That's okay, you don't need to. I feel like he is coming forward, and here's the thing is I'm asking him, why are you doing this? And because I just keep being told is that it's a lot of change that is going on right now. So you might actually be going through a lot of change in your life and a lot of things moving forward. Now, there is another woman that's in spirit that you may have some of her jewelry for, which is, pretty standard, that's also joining this whole like gang of people that are coming forward. And you've got to look for music as well. So not only am I being shown feathers, but you also have to listen to music. So do you often get signs through music as well? Please do, because I feel like what they're trying to do is they're trying to put you on the right pathway. They're trying to guide you forward. And I'm almost feeling as though in a way you're almost missing the point, or you're missing your own intuition. So it's like they're trying to kind of push you forward in that intuitive vibe for you to help you listen to yourself. Does that help you, Laurie? Yeah, give it a go. Absolutely. You're welcome. And thank you for calling in. I'm so sorry. We have to go quick because I just looked at the time. I was like, oh my God. So I am going to go with, Jessie here. Hi, Jessie. How are you? Absolutely. What's your question? Okay, so let me bring in, and it's funny because before I picked Laurie, I almost picked you, and because I was feeling a woman that was coming in and she backed away, and I was like, who are you for? So let me bring, it was really weird. Okay, so let me see where we go with this. Do you understand that I feel as though there's this... Okay, let me bring her in. I've got to just say to you, she feels quite light. She feels quite light-hearted and quite fun. So I would have to say that she had quite a personality of a big personality, a fun personality, someone that really lived life to the full, if that makes any sense. And she's vibrant. Okay, listen, she says it as it is, and she wouldn't have a problem in dropping certain swear words that you're not allowed to say on radio. So I just got to give you that, all right? So she's given me the fact that this is her personality. Now, does she have 2 children? Because I keep being shown if she doesn't have 2 children, I don't know whether she's got one of each sex. perfect, because I was questioning it. I was like, I'm not sure, but I kept seeing one of each sex. And what I'm being shown here is I kept being shown she loves there was either some writing that was done for her, and there might have been a picture that was drawn for her or given to her, or a collage that was done for her, and that she wants to say thank you. And I'm also being told that the kids look to her at night and that they are talking to her at night. Now, does she have an older daughter? Okay, that's fine. But she's the eldest child, is that right? Okay. Okay, that's a boy. She acknowledges the oldest girl, all right? And she keeps telling me that she's been around the oldest girl because either there's been some concerns or there's been some difficulties that she's been going through. And she's making me aware that that's been a very hard, tough time for her. But she wants you to know that she is there. She's also very proud of the boy. Has he just started to drive, or is there an issue with the driving? Wonderful. He's just started to drive. Okay. Now she also brings me in with the youngest as well, and I just keep hearing lots of dancing. I'm not sure if and is that a girl as well? He's a boy. He loves dancing. Okay, perfect. I'm just trying to rush through this because I don't have long. She's coming through. I'm telling you, she wants to say thank you to you. Can you please say hello to everyone? She wants me to make me aware of her mum. For some reason, is mum in spirit with her? Okay, she just said, I'm with mum, and I wasn't sure what that would mean. I didn't go looking for mum because I don't have time, but she's just saying, I'm with mum, to let her mum know that she's there. She's going to help her get through this, and she wants to say hello to everybody and say, everyone, thank you for the send-off, because that was important. So I hope that helps. Absolutely. You're welcome, Jessie, and thank you for calling in. You know, this is how I get the information. I just feel it. I don't know what happens. And thank you. Now I have to say thank you to Spirit, because you must always thank Spirit. Thanking Spirit is so, so, so important. Now, how I got that information was I was seeing it. I was feeling it. She came in and I was hearing that I needed to speak to this person. So it was so important. Now, obviously, we only have a few minutes left. And of course, I am back on the radio next Monday at 4 o'clock, not 4 a.m., but 4 p.m. Pacific time. And it is unityonlineradio.org. And you can come back and listen to me anytime. And of course, I will do Facebook Lives as well at the same time. I always go Facebook Live on a Friday afternoon as well at some point to try to make sure that I get and connect to everybody. You can find me on lisawilliams.com, all of that stuff. But I do want to read this this last little, I guess, passage to you before I finish. And it says, the journey that you are on is a long one, and it's a road that everyone has to take. But there are only a few in this world that will be able to change people's lives and make a difference. And you are one of them. Embrace this gift in only the way that you know how. Fully embrace it and know that your spirit guide and helpers will stand forth and show that they are here, and they will not let you down. The journey starts with trust, and trust is the start to find on the earth plane. But the more you find, the more you will trust. Thanks, guys, for listening to me. I'll be back next week. Thank you so much. All right, I will see you next week. All right, bye. Okay, I'm going to stay with you guys because I can. I'm just going to stay with you for a couple of minutes. Let me just shut all this down. Well, thank you for joining me. But yes, I had to finish that message off very, very quickly. And I don't know where it is now, so it doesn't matter. But anyway, I said what I needed to say. But you almost, again, going back into this, you have to trust. You have to trust what is going on. So always trust, always believe and listen to yourself. There you go. All right, guys, I'm going to disappear because I now have a 3-hour journey and I am heading down to see a friend of mine. But, I will see you on Friday. If you come and join me on Friday, I'll be there. All right, see you soon.